Greetings to all. I have some fantastic information for you today. Listen to a little bit of music before we get started. Get myself situated. Let's see here. Okay. Hello, everyone. I had to get all my adjustments done. I wanted to bring some things to your attention because we know that the most valuable currency on this planet is your attention. That's why you have to pay it, because it is a currency. And I am doing this to let you know just how valuable your attention currency really is. I titled this about attacks through manifestations and the laws of attraction. I'm a huge fan of this work. Um, it truly gives you an understanding about where you put your intentions, attention, and how valuable it is, and just how powerful you are. Over the past 3 years, I'd say this system has made every single person on this planet feel that they are less than divine. Well, I am here to tell you that you are a divine being, and that is exactly why they require your currency. They need your attention. They need your manifestations in order for them to see out everything that they're trying to do. If you look on the news, it's nothing but ugliness. And that's because the people who are controlling the message are ugly. They're showing you who they are. I have a very, very good friend named Santos Bonacci. And man, he has been on fire over the past few days. Um, I suggest that everybody subscribe to his channel. Let me show you what his page looks like, because he's got so much more to come in the next coming weeks. And you're going to want to stay tuned. Santos has made predictions about what was going to take place in regards to something Jewish influenced. He did a video. Let me look for that video for you guys so you can check it out. It was an amazing breakdown. You see this, he's literally been doing lives every day exposing this corrupt system, but it's a video in particular. Okay, these videos, it say Judgment Day, Anointment Day. Watch these videos. He speaks of something that was going to take place, that was going to be Jewish influenced. I know that all of the headlines are about what's taking place in Israel and Palestine. And I want to start this by saying that my heart goes out to everyone who has been affected by this, that were innocently thrown into some of the most demonic players that you can imagine in this play, this movie. I constantly let you guys know that we are in a movie and humanity are the worst paid actors in the business. And you have to understand that they need us in order for them to continue on with their absurdities, with their perversion, everything that you're seeing, everything that you hate about the world. It's not humanity doing it, it's the system. It's the 13 families that we're all completely familiar with. We know exactly who they are. You know exactly who they are. And my job, my husband's job, Santos Bonacci's job, is to expose them so you can know just how divine you are. We believe in you more than you believe in yourself. They have deceived you. They have fooled you. They have made you believe in a reality that's not even real. Everything that you hold any kind of value to isn't real. And you should know that they don't even consider it real because they didn't care about you being able to keep those things 3 years ago when they locked you in the house and took away all of your inherent freedoms. Just think about it. I want you to really consider what's taking place. 9/11. 9/11 is not even a taboo subject to talk about anymore in regards to who were the bad actors who were involved in this. They had us in a state of panic, pandemonium for years. Years. I mean, some people just as recently, the past 2 years, have found out what actually happened on that day. Well, I want you to consider that nothing is new under the sun. When you see attacks like this take place, you have to know that they're all designed and sought out the same identical way. I look at patterns, and so should you. And in fact, the Bible even tells you to use numbers and counting in order to be able to detect patterns because it's important, because it tells you the truth. And I want you guys to know how important your energy and your currency of attention is necessary for them to do what they are trying to do, what they are planning to do, what is in the works. I am begging humanity to stop manifesting murder. Stop manifesting murder. When you manifest these things, it comes knocking right at your door. The laws of attraction. The laws of attraction works two ways. Now, the pretty way that everyone prefers for it to work is that if you think of something positive, then something positive is going to come back. So you feed it something positive in order for something positive to come back. But there is a duality to everything on this plane that we live on. And the duality of it is when you manifest and pay your attention to negativity, negativity cashes out. That's what you get back. So for all of you who are saying the most egregious things online about massacring an entire body of people who have nothing to do with the heinous acts that took place in Israel, understand that those manifestations are your credit balance. You're banking that shit. And understand that it stays with you. This system does not care about you. All this system does is take. It does not give anything back. The only thing that it produces is pain, because that is the attention that feeds this machine. Pain, hurt. When you go on Twitter, you see nothing but pain. People connect to each other through pain. The people that I've met on Twitter, the reason that we connected was because a likeness of pain, some some type of situation where you've been taken advantage of, some situation where you've been ill, someone made you ill, someone made someone that you love ill. So you gravitate to that so you can find some type of normalcy. So you feel like, oh, it's not just me, other people are going through this. And it's not a bad thing. We need each other. It's exactly why during COVID, they made us stay 6 feet apart, because the heart resonates 3 feet outside of this vessel. So if I'm 3 feet, if I'm here and you're there, our heart resonates. That's 3 feet, that's 3 feet, that's 6 feet. So that's why they wanted to keep us apart, because we are frequencies and we feed off of each other and we need each other to survive. We do. So, women empowerment movement, please, please stop the nonsense about we don't need men. You do need men. If there was a world where it was nothing but women, it would end before it even started, because you need a man's sperm to have a baby, and you need a baby in order for you to have a future. And we are supposed to be fruitful. So please throw that in the trash. Men, appreciate women more. We put up with a lot of shit. A lot of shit. Women, John Lennon said it the best. John Lennon said, the woman is the nigger of the world. And that is the fucking truth. Women put up with all types of disrespect. We have to play down our intelligence. We have to dress a certain way to appease the juvenile minds. We have to do very manipulative things just so we can get in a place where we belonged anyway. So men, if you have a good woman, support her. Women, if you have a good man, love him, support him, and be honest. I feel like now is the time more than ever for us to be honest about life, about who we are. They have proven to us that they don't give a damn about us. They don't care about you. They don't care about your children. They don't care about your future. And in fact, they're incorporating robots into your future to just make you not even need to be necessary. They're making fake food without seeds. That's not food. That's not real. It's not real. If it ain't seeded, don't eat it. That's not life. You guys have no idea what you're participating in with your negative manifestations. And it was a couple of things that I wanted to touch on. I have a couple of things up here. Let me see which one we're going to touch on first. The first thing I wanted to take notice is I told you guys that I like to look at patterns. And you have to look at the things that happened in the things that have been highlighted this year. The things that have been highlighted this year are Roe versus Wade. The things that have been highlighted are the anniversary of hip hop. And another anniversary that has taken place is Yom Kippur. And guess what they all have in common? 50 years. 50 years. And it just so happens that 50 years after Yom Kippur happened, we have a out of this world, out of nowhere attack by Hamas on Israel. Do you think it's a coincidence? Did I make this up? Did I make this up? No, I didn't make this up. Let me just show you. So you don't think that I'm just talking shit and making stuff up, because what's the point in that? What's the point of me making it up? So let me show you here. Yom Kippur, 1973 Arab-Israeli conflict. I didn't make this date up. I had nothing to do with it. I just find it odd that we cannot pay attention to what's going on. We get so seduced so fast by the people who are literally controlling what you see. They're not telling you the truth, people. They're telling you what they need you to know. They're telling you how to change your attention. It's a currency conversion. They keep talking about the currencies that we're not going to be able to have. They're telling you the dollar is going to break and we're not going to know what the currency is. You have Bitcoin that is absolutely just poof, really not made out of anything, when it comes down to it. And the real currency is what they're seducing you with every day. They convert your currency every day and you have no idea. You have no idea. This is not a game, guys. This is where we live. And I'm really trying to get people to understand the ways to this game because it is a game. Mario, the first Mario, that game has nothing to do with strategy. It has nothing to do with anything. It's 2 buttons. It's an A and B button, and it's 4 arrow buttons. Every maneuver that you make, it has all to do with timing. And that is how they control you. Time. The other day, me and my friend Santos were doing a live. And he was doing a live, and I just called him, didn't even realize he was doing a live. And we were having a previous conversation about time. And I was asking him about the Greek god Pan. And as soon as I got on there and we started to talk about time, they shut down his YouTube channel. 2-week strike. I didn't say anything obscene. I didn't say anything vulgar. Nothing obscene. And if you go on Santos's page, Santos has been saying some very matter-of-fact things over the past week. He's been talking about vaccines. He's been talking about your politicians who are perverts, who are raping babies, who we all know are raping babies. So I'd say that those things would be censored. Those things, because I know my YouTube channel gets shut down anytime I even mistakenly say vaccine. Like, that's why I'm not even streaming on my YouTube channel today, because I need to just be able to talk and tell you guys what's going on. But he's talked about everything. I mean, he's letting all the cats out the bag, and I'm gonna tell you, he has not let the tiger out. He's let the kittens out. He has not let the tiger out. But back to what I was saying. When we started to discuss time and the origin of time and how we are all enslaved by time, everything that you do in life is predetermined by time. When a person is ill and they go to the doctor's office and the doctor tells them some very unfortunate news and they play God and they tell you, oh, you have 6 months to live. Well, you manifest that. You manifest that. And you can either manifest that, okay, I'm going to listen to this professional, this expert who knows everything, who knows all and knows my body more than I do. Or you can manifest that you're going to live and you know something a little bit more about you than that doctor does. And the people who decide to live, they live. The people who decide to go by that timestamp, they die. When you go to work, what do you have to do? You have to clock in. You can't be late for anything, especially if you're American. If you're an American, I mean, you're doing a million things in one day. You know, an American, when they go to the Caribbean, the reason why Americans love the Caribbean so much is because time is slow. Everything is slowed down. Everything is very lax. Even the restaurants, like restaurants in a restaurant in New York is completely different from a restaurant in like the Bahamas. You may not get your food for more than an hour in the Bahamas. It's beautiful though, and it doesn't matter because time is not even a factor when you are not under the constraints of stress and a schedule and all of those things. You see beautiful water, you're in the sun, you have a cool breeze, you have music playing in the background, you see beautiful things. So the time just speeds by and you don't even care that your meal hasn't shown up for an hour. Now, if you go to dinner in New York City, you're going to have your dinner at your table within 15 minutes. And you're going to constantly have people at your table filling your glass, changing your silverware, doing all kinds of stuff. Because we are really in a hamster wheel. So I guess the question that I would like to ask everybody is, do you like it? Are you happy with life? Do you think that this is what life is? Do you think that we should have babies that are poisoned when they go to their pediatrician? Do you think that people should have lost their job because they refuse to put a poison inside of their body in order to work the job that they're fully qualified for? I mean, hell, they already got the job. They're already working there. They're already doing the job that is required. But for some reason, all of a sudden, now you are a pariah because you don't want to put a poison into your body. Or less than that, you have questions. Now you can't ask questions. When we were children and you were in school, what did your teacher tell you? There is no such thing as a dumb question. But now when we're adults and we can make rational, conscious decisions on our own, now you can't ask questions. So what changed? You got older, you should be wiser, right? What changed? I'm asking everybody to be more childlike. Ask all the questions. When you see something strange going on, when you see something that just happens out in the blue, ask questions. And the other thing, turn off the fucking news. Don't watch anything on any of these mainstream news channels. Don't watch any of it. They're all lying to you. It's all propaganda. They are forcing you to convert your attention currency. That is what they're doing because they're cashing that shit in. So you can manifest it and then they can do whatever they need to do because that is your consent. You're consenting to it. You should see the shit that people are posting. I can't believe it. I can't believe how they have turned people into straight up savages. Because that's what you are. That's what you are. And I don't care who you are. You are a savage. You are a savage if you are inciting for innocent people to be murdered. And then the bounce back is, well, they bombed Israel. They did it. They did it. Who the fuck are they? Are they the people? Did the people blow up 9/11? Did they blow up the Trade Center? Did the people create COVID? Did the people create the vaccine? Did the people attack Israel? Or did a system? Does anybody know who Hamas is? Anybody? I'm going to find something for you guys. I think you're going to find this very interesting. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and piss some people off while we're at it, right? Let's just piss some people off. Let's see here. Where is that clip? Here we are. Let's do this, shall we? Shall we? Walk with me, you guys. Walk with me. Walk with me. All right.
Good guys are, but the bad. I rise in opposition to this resolution, not because I am taking sides and picking who the bad guys are and who the good guys are, but I'm looking at this more from the angle of being a United States citizen, an American, and I think resolutions like this really do us great harm. In many ways, what's happening in the Middle East, and in particular with Gaza right now, we have some moral responsibility for both sides in a way, because we provide help and funding for both Arab nations and Israel. And so we definitely have a moral responsibility, and especially now today, the weapons being used to kill so many Palestinians are American weapons, and American funds essentially are being used for this. But there's a political liability, which I think is something that we fail to look at, because too often there's so much blowback from our intervention in areas that we shouldn't be involved in. You know, Hamas, if you look at the history, you'll find out that Hamas was encouraged and really started by Israel, because they wanted Hamas to counteract Yasser Arafat. And you say, well, yeah, that was better then and served its purpose, but we didn't want Hamas to do this. So then we as Americans say, well, we have such a good system, we're going to impose this on the world. We're going to invade Iraq and teach people how to be Democrats. We want free elections. So we encourage the Palestinians to have a free election. They do, and they elect Hamas. So we first indirectly and directly through Israel help establish Hamas. Then we have election. Then Hamas becomes dominant, so we have to kill them. You know, it just doesn't make sense. During the 80s, you know, we were allied with Osama bin Laden, and we were contending with the Soviets. It was at that time our CAA thought it was good if we radicalized the Muslim world. So we financed the madrasa schools to radicalize the Muslims in order to compete with the Soviets. There's too much blowback. There's a lot of reasons why we should oppose this resolution. It is not in the interest of the United States. It's not in the interest of Israel either.
What? Wait a minute, guys. Did he just say that Hamas was started by Israel? Did we just hear that with our own eyes? I mean, in ears and saw with our own eyes. That was Ron Paul. I mean, this isn't me talking shit. This is not a conspiracy theory, right? This isn't a conspiracy theory. Look at this. Look at this. You're gonna really get a kick out of this one. Hold on. You're going to really get a kick out of this, guys. Oh, yeah. Yeah, today is the day. Fuck it. Today is the day. You know, I got to tell you something. You pieces of shit who are responsible for the poisoning of my son You really shouldn't have done that. You really should not have done that. And you're going to regret it. You're going to regret it with every ounce of whatever you want to consider that hollow vessel you have. Trust me, you are going to regret it. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to find the link. Hold on. I apologize. Where is the link? Where is the link? Okay. Okay. Hold on, guys. I have a link to something that I'm trying to find for you because you've got to see this. Hold on. I sent it to a couple of people. I was trying to get it to myself, but I'm just going to email it to myself now because I didn't know I was going to even do this. You know, when I do these things, I never know how it's going to go. It's all like, you know, what spirit compels me to do. And spirit is saying, Ariel, tell the fucking truth. So that's what I'm doing. And I want you guys to listen and pay attention to this because I'm not making this up. This is not a conspiracy. These are the bad actors who are fucking your life up and who you are paying your attention to. Why is it pay? Why are you paying attention? Because it's a fucking currency, y'all. Jesus Christ. They're able to seek out all their dirty deeds through your manifestation because you paid them with your attention. Jesus Christ. It's frustrating for me because I have to watch this shit and I have to watch people have ridiculous conversations about what's going on. And it's all fucking absurd. And everybody's playing a part in it. And if this doesn't wake you up, then I'm just going to have to lump you in there and just consider you a demon, just like how I consider them. They're fucking demons. So if you're not a demon, listen to this, pay attention, and stop being a fucking hypocrite. Because that's what you are being right now. Okay, let's get it.
How these different organizations are spelled and explain them each, because you have three major intelligence gathering organizations in Israel. You start with the Mossad. What is it?
Mossad means institute, by the way, and this is an institute for intelligence and special operations. So the Mossad is the foreign espionage arm. Compare it to the CIA.
All right, go down here to the
next one is Aman, right? Military intelligence. It's a Hebrew acronym. So it is the intelligence arm of the armed forces. As Yossi was saying, it in fact is the largest and most important. And then it says Shin Bet, two Hebrew letters, initials for security services. That's the domestic agency, the equivalent of the FBI.
Which one of the three is the most important?
Oh, it would be Aman, the military intelligence. Nothing is more important than you're watching your Arab neighbors for actual movements of troops, how many tanks they have, where are the aircraft. All these other missions that we described are fascinating. And even getting, thousands of Jews into the country is vital. But war, having a sign that war is coming, that's the key, and that's Aman's job.
Which is the second most important?
The Mossad. The problem with Aman, with the military intelligence, is that it lives in the shadow of the flamboyant Mossad. It can be compared to the same problem which is facing United States National Security Agency, NSA. It is the largest, the most important agency in the intelligence community. Yet, the most famous one, which gets media attention, is the CIA. The same is in Israel. The Mossad has become sort of epitomizing the Israeli intelligence. But the most important agency is military intelligence. Mossad comes second, and then you have Shin Bet, the Israeli equivalent to the FBI, in charge of fighting terrorism, counterterrorism, subversion, trying to foil plots against the state of Israel, political plots and others.
You tell the story about how you tried to find out what they call the Mossad when they deal with publicly?
I thought it was a reasonable question, but the trouble is you can't pick up the phone book. There's no Langley in Israel that you can look up, CIA, or in our case, the Mossad. We thought we should ask, what shall we call it in English? You can translate the Hebrew words, as I said, Mossad is institute, but when they write a letter to their friends in the CIA or the British intelligence, what do they call themselves? It took a while. It was a matter of asking the Prime Minister's spokesman. The best you could do, because officially the Mossad is under the Prime Minister's office. And I think he sort of wondered why you want to know and all that, so we explained. And he came up with the Israeli Secret Intelligence Service. I mean, if it were to have initials, it would be ISIS. Just simple words like that. Interestingly enough, kind of a British model. The British don't really like the names MI5 and MI6 for their foreign service. They
Shut the front door, y'all. Did he just say ISIS? 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 Hamas? ISIS? Are they not the same? Oh no, they're not the same. They have a different name. Ariel, you're so silly. You're so silly. Why would you think that? Well, maybe let's look into something a little deeper. Let's just see. Let's just see if Ariel's just talking shit. Because I do like to talk shit. I get it. I get it. Let's see here. Hamas, the Zionist boogeyman, is in reality a Zionist corporation registered in Israel in 1978. What? 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 According to ICT papers, Hamas was legally registered in Israel in 1978. What? Wait a minute. We can't, this can't be real. This can't be real, right? We can't be talking about the same Hamas. We can't be. Right? Because, Israel would never, ever attack themselves. They would never create a political war. That would never happen. And America certainly wouldn't participate in anything like that because that's never happened in American history. Right? Right? You guys have got to be fucking kidding me. I can't believe how easily you get seduced. And I got to tell you, what's been really disappointing is the MAGA people. And not all MAGA people, because I gotta actually shout out a couple of MAGA people. Like, y'all been actually being kind of honest about what's going on. But we need to stop attaching ourselves to things that we believe and don't know. We need to stop attaching ourselves to things that we like and being a fucking fan. Like, do y'all know that y'all are Donald Trump's fan? Like, you're a fan. Y'all aren't friends. He doesn't know you exist. You're his fan, which makes sense because he was a reality star. You're fired. You're fired. You're fired. This is so crazy. I can't believe this is really happening, but this is real life. And it's my job. I literally have a responsibility to tell you. See, because when they poisoned my son, I made a promise to myself that I was going to expose any corruption that had anything to do with it. And fuck if I knew it was going to be every fucking thing. Everything is attached to it. You know what? I've been laying some real heavy shit. Let me show y'all something funny. My friend Miriam made a hilarious commercial. And I'm going to play it for you guys because I love her. She's another truther. She's another one who they have fucked over, stolen her work, stolen everything from her, her company, everything. She's an amazing woman. She is the journalist that legitimately fucking broke the story about what was going on with the bees. Like, she's the one. She did it. Her documentary was done in 13 different fucking languages all over the world about the colony of the honeybees. Like, she did that. This woman reversed her own lupus. Yeah. Do you know who the fuck she is? Do you know? Huh? No, you don't know, because the system does not want you to know who the people are who are actually fixing some shit. You're never going to know their name. So all of these whistleblowers, all of these people who are so bad. Oh my God, do you know what was so annoying? When I had to listen to fucking douchebag Andrew Tate go around for 3 fucking years telling the whole world that he was the most banned man in the fucking world. The most banned person on fucking television. When I'm watching him on the fucking TV saying it, that's not banned. That's not censored. That's a system. And when the system is done with your stupid ass, they say you're a rapist. Hello, Russell Brand. Hello, Andrew Tate. That's what they do. They are what you call fucking implants. It is. Russell Brand's a likable guy. Hey, but hey, he's a part of that shit. He's a part of it. So let me show you this clip. Miriam's amazing. Oh, shoot. Wait a minute, guys. Let me share my screen. Here we are. Here we are.
Fucked up big time. Are you beginning to frequent eye? Do you secretly suffer from COVID-19 vaccine remorse? Do you get frequent urges to confess to someone that you think you fucked up big time? Are you beginning to suspect that you were used as a lab rat in a live exercise? It's all right. The truth hurts sometimes. JJD, also known as jib-jab denial, is a serious condition, but there is hope. Introducing Admit You're Wrong, a graphene oxide capsule so small you won't even see it. But don't worry, it knows where to go. It will find that refusal and zap it away. It's time to come clean with the lies, face your shadow, and become a better human being. It's time to admit you were used in a worldwide psyop and played Russian roulette with your life, and maybe even your child's life too. Admit You're Wrong can help. Admit You're Wrong is not for everyone, but don't ask your Rockefeller doctor about it. The most common side effects include feelings of deep remorse and severe insomnia. Other side effects are common sense and critical thinking. Other side effects include explosive diarrhea and a desire to apologize profusely to all the people you shamed. You may also have a desire to question your entire existence. Do not take Admit You're Wrong if you're okay with being a brainwashed NPC or a pincushion for Big Pharma. People who have been jabbed and boosted 4 or more times are unfortunately not good candidates for Admit You're Wrong. Admit You're Wrong can give you a new lease on life. Call today 1-800-FUCK-BIG PHARMA for more information.
Admit You're Wrong. I gotta tell you, that shit has me dying laughing every time I watch it. Oh man. Listen, they have fucked with Miriam so much that she just said, fuck it. I'm just gonna say fuck it, and I'm just gonna do my own thing, and I'm just gonna laugh at y'all while I make fun of y'all. Like, that's what's gonna happen. Just think about all the people that ridicule you and your family, all your family and friends who you no longer fucking talk about, who you talk to anymore. All those relationships that have completely been devastated because this system literally lied to everybody and they fell for it because it's the system. You're supposed to trust the system. Like the Q, trust the fucking plan, right? That doesn't sound familiar, right? That doesn't sound familiar at all. Jesus Christ. And yeah, uh Yasser Arafat, the the Jewish president, the president of Israel, you know, the one that was a part of Epstein's fucking island, huh? Oh no, he wasn't a part of that. He's Israeli. He's a Jew. He wouldn't do anything ungodly like that. He wouldn't be participating in anything like that. No, 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 no. Because there is a belief system attached to him. Just like the Pope. The Pope doesn't fuck little boys. No, nowhere in history has he done that. All the popes done that. No, that doesn't happen because they're the Pope. A title absolves you from being a fucking creep. I did not know that. I didn't know that until I became an adult, because when I was a child and I asked a lot of questions, when a bad guy was a bad guy, that's just what the fuck they were. They were a bad guy, not because of their name was Mr. anything, Mrs. anything. It was because they did bad deeds. They did bad shit. So you say they're a bad fucking guy, a bad fucking woman, because it's not just men. These women are fucking despicable. Hillary Clinton happens to be fucking one of them. Jesus. But, she likes the LGBTQ. So, she's a humanitarian. It changes everything. It changes everything. What we are, and Trump, but you know what? Trump's the real deal. Trump is it. Trump is it. Trump is the one that is different from them all. You see, because he's not the elite. Oh, fuck, wait a minute. Wait. Trump is the fucking elite, isn't he? Let me see if my buddy can weigh in on this. Hey, Santos.
Hey.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
How you doing, brother?
Great. How are you?
I'm, just here, just trying to figure out, when everybody's going to wake the fuck up. I was just sitting here saying, like, I was pondering the idea that, Hillary was worse than Trump. But then I had to remember that Trump is the fucking elite, isn't he? He's at those family reunions too now, isn't he?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I made a video. It was the one.
You rubber banding, Santos. Are you far from your router? Me and Santos deal with Mexican Wi-Fi. It's like no other. You're frozen, brother. I guess he'll come back when his connection is better. Yeah, Santos, he's going to tell you he did a video. He completely destroyed Donald Trump with this video. Okay, I see you now. You're back.
Excuse me.
It's okay. You gonna sing me a song?
Huh?
You gonna sing me a song?
At this stage, I'm still 6 months off where I want to be. So, with the guitar, that is. So, now I've forgotten your question.
Trump. It was Trump. You did a video about Trump.
Okay, yeah, I've exposed Trump. I did 2 videos on him. He's now buddies with Schwab. So, okay, for a start, everyone in the world, let alone the Americans, so let alone all you people in the United States, who are about to be absolutely betrayed like you never, ever, ever saw coming. Okay? Forget about the British and King George III and freaking the Civil War and the War of the Brothers, you know, and all the skirmishes with the indigenous and the Mexicans stealing half of Mexico off the Mexicans, you know, from Oregon down to New Orleans, all of those states.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I've exposed him. He's now working with the WEF. Okay, so remember my video, Judgment Day, Atonement Day 239. Please, everyone, please share that, and then
Please.
the other two parts and the update that I did. I'm going to do one more update very, very soon, and I showed how this would happen. It would be a very, very it would be a day of betrayal. In fact, where's my other phone? These are the 5 things that happened on that day, guys. This is world-shattering news, and I said this 2 weeks prior in my video, Judgment Day, Atonement Day, 239. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
one of Hollywood's famous numbers, probably on par with 9/11. They have 23/9. Okay, so it's always September. September. And then there's always Red October. Okay, so who exalts in Libra October? Oh, yeah, that would be Saturn, Satan. He's always dressed in red. And why would Red October be red? Because you see, October happens to turn the green leaves red. If you haven't known, every year, everything turns red, and the children of Israel go through the Red Sea for 6 months while the sun is way over there near the Tropic of Capricorn. Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it's also red because you see, Libra, the economy, the scales, around the end of Libra, what happens is when you know the term "you're in the red" means you're in debt, right?
Right.
Well, it just so happens that the 3 greatest stock market crashes in history happened on October 19. Hello, 1923 depression. 2008. That would have been the 25th of October, and on the 25th of October, exactly to the day, October the 25th, the third worst, 2008, the third worst a stock crash in history. You're in the red. You see, that's the red autumn debt. You pay your debts, and then
Mm-hmm.
you get to the other side in Aries on March 5th. What's tax day? March 15 or April 15? It's April 15, right?
Taxes is April. Yeah, April 15th.
April 15. Yep. That is the day. That day there is the day that many ancient civilizations, many civilizations celebrated very, very many important festivities. And they are the 15th of March. Okay, in Japan, Sakura Day. It is the day when the sun crosses the analemma. The analemma is an 8-figured phenomena that happens in the sky yearly and daily. So it's got a small loop at the top, it's got a small loop at the top, and it's got a big loop at the bottom. And when it's coming down from the tropic of, when it's going up from the equator, right below 8.5 degrees below where the crossover is,
Mm-hmm.
where Aries begins on the equator, March 21st. As it gets to April 15, Aries, the sign of the lamb, as it gets to there, it's now increasing. You see, things
Yeah.
are going green. It's spring.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's the day that the sun crosses the crossover of the 8 of the Analema. And guess what the date is, where it goes up. It goes up to the Tropic of Cancer, 21st of June. Then it wanes all the way to 29th of August in Virgo.
Mm-hmm.
And what happens every year on the 29th of August? Saint John the Baptist's head is removed. Every year since the Catholic Church and every other religion has existed, the hero of the heaven, August the 29th, gets his head removed. Because you see, the figure 8 in the sky on the way up is the 15th of April.
Wow. Wow.
Just do your research. Yeah, you see these fingers? Yeah, what they do is they hit the keyboard and they go, what is the analema? Because I was educated.
Right, right, right.
I wouldn't know that. Because if you get educated and you get a fat head disease, you also get a retardedness, which comes with ignorance, which is the only
Mm-hmm.
that there is. So Donald Trump, you've been outed, you've been checkmated, and I'm happy to say that. I mean, many people have done it. I'm not the only one, but I'm happy to say that in the history books it will say Santos Bonacci did expose the pedivores and the evil ones, and did tell them to repent, which they did not do. And whatever the fuck happens from now on, it doesn't matter. Your judgment has been fucking
Oh
sealed.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, so I made that video about the Judgment Day, Atonement Day. This is what happened, guys, in secret almost, on that day. 5 events.
Please tell me.
And then I went on in part 2 and part 3, and then the update to explain a whole lot more. Okay, so stay on this one, guys, because astrology is going to tell you what's coming next. What happened on the 23rd of
September.
September? So why do all the Hollywood people have their 23 on their T-shirts? They love the number 23.
Michael Jordan.
Yeah. Well, that would be simple to answer if you're not retarded, of course. And that is because that is the autumnal equinox. The sun goes down to winter to its tomb. Autumn. All is a tomb.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, light is entombed in our bodies. We are the tomb. See the letter T? Everyone, when they stand erect, I'm going to push my couch back. Okay, what shape is my body?
It's a T.
Yeah. All is a tomb. You have an anatomy, which is an anatomy. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Then, when you come to this life, you get baptized first in earth, the body. Then you go to church and the priest baptizes you in water. You know what I mean, Christians?
Yep.
But then the Baptist said the one coming will be baptizing. He said, "I baptize with water, but the one coming will baptize with
Fire.
fire." Yeah, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
You see, the false baptism, thank you, Plato, is what's called the psychic baptism. And that's when you get baptized with water. He said that's the false, that's M-I-S-T. You need the fire one, which is M-Y-S. The mystical baptism. Like Acts chapter 1, the 120 apostles that had tongues of fire. They were baptized in fire. Yes, you know what I'm talking about.
Mhm.
The
Mhm.
fire. Yes, the dreaded baptism of fire. We see this is what they're preventing in the churches. Okay, here are the 5 things, guys. Maritime law, September 23rd. Debt clock, debt clock, September 23rd. London Rally for Freedom, September 23rd. Federal Reserve meeting, September 23rd. WF NYC meeting, September 23rd.
You see that, guys? And Santos, that's why we're telling you to go to his channel, look up the videos that he did. Judgment Day, I believe it's like 3 parts. Watch all of them. He's going to do an update on it. But he predicted that things were going to happen. And can you go into the prediction that you made that was going to be like Jewish influence that you said that was supposed to take place during this time?
Okay, so the Christians' month is opposite Aries, Libra. It's in Aries, the Lamb of God. So the Christians will celebrate the resurrection of the Lamb of God always in the sign of Aries. Funny about that, isn't it? Yes. Oh yes. Oh, of course. And the Gnostic Christians used to call themselves the 14thers. The 14thers. Tomorrow, you know,
Tomorrow's the 13th.
yeah, Friday the 13th. But I'm talking about
Yeah, I know.
Saturn's day, the eclipse.
Is the 14th.
The eclipse. The solar eclipse on Saturday. That's going to be the game change. That's going to be the game changer. Okay, so where was I going with this?
We were talking about the Jewish influence
Okay, so
prediction that you made.
so Christians are always over there happy at Easter. That's Nisan, by the way, Nisan 14. The Christians used to be called 19thers because Nisan 14 is the day of the Passover, or the day of the resurrection of the Christ. Yes, you see, because the sun now has crossed over the Passover, the equator, March 21st, and it goes from Pisces into Aries every year, and they celebrate the sign where the sun exalts in Aries. Now, would exalt and resurrection be synonyms, I wonder? So the Christians call it Jesus gets resurrected in the sign of Aries every year. And the astrologers say that the sun exalts in the same sign. So that at every Easter, when the Christians are celebrating the resurrection of Jesus at Easter, the whole astrological world is celebrating the fact that the sun is exalting in Aries. Well, well, wouldn't you know? So, again, bring me back.
You were talking about the prediction, the Jewish influence prediction
Okay,
you made on the 23rd.
sorry.
It's
Okay.
okay, don't worry.
So Aries is Nisan, and Libra is Sukkot or Tishri. See, when the Egyptians went from Rama to Sukkot, they went from the ram, Aries, to Libra. These are their 2 months. They start their sacred calendar on Nisan 14 every year in Aries, Nisan, Hebrew, which the
Yep.
Japanese took for their car, Nissan. When you're driving a Nissan, you're driving an Aries car. When you're driving a Subaru, you're driving the Pleiades car. Okay? When you're driving a Mazda, you're driving an Aries car because, like Chevrolet or the Ram, the Chev, the Ram, Chevrolet. Mazda means Aries in Persian, and Nisan means Aries in Hebrew. And so their favorite sign is opposite the Lamb of God at the Passover, and that's Libra. And right now, Libra has 3 planets transiting it. And on Saturn Day, the sun and the moon will be 21 degrees Libra, and Mars will be 28 degrees Libra. Mars is the god of war. Mars falls. Mars is in detriment in Libra. Saturn falls in Libra. So the two malefics, Saturn and Mars, the greater and the lesser malefic, Saturn and Mars in astrology, they both influence Libra, because Mars is in detriment there because he's in domicile in Aries, opposite, and Saturn is in detriment in Aries, but he exalts because the sun exalts in Aries. Right. Saturn cannot go there and be happy, but Saturn is very, very happy, always there in Libra, waiting to kill the sun and to for Delilah, Virgo, to betray the sun at the scales, to cut the hair, the 7-braided Samson, the 7-braided Samson, which is the 7-rayed god, the sun. And so the sun begins to fall at the 23rd of October. And you see, this is the time of betrayal. And this is the time when things fall, you see, to the tomb of winter.
Let me tell y'all how on point this is. I know of 3 business relationships where it was a partnership where all 3 of them just had a partner turn and betray them, all within these past few weeks. Like, it really is the time of betrayal. And like, even on Twitter Spaces, people who have been working with each other on the same things, they're all like breaking up. It's all falling apart. That's how real this is.
Yeah, it's a house of cards. It's a house of cards. So here's the thing. The Jews were celebrating the Festival of Tabernacles, or some Bibles call it the Festival of Booths. I know the Jehovah's Witness one calls it the Festival of Booths. Tents, tabernacles. Tabernacle was a tent. Okay, so they were wilderness. See, the wilderness begins in Libra, winter, autumn, fall and winter, and then they cross over. They get out of the wilderness in Aries at the Passover. The Passover always happens in Aries for Christians and Jews. So the wilderness begins. You go into the Red October wilderness, the Red Desert, in Libra. Okay, so that's going into the Red Sea because everything goes red, all the leaves and everything like that. But the Jews celebrate Judgment Day on the 23rd of September every year. That's the equinox. Yom Kippur, Rosh Hashanah. Anna means annual. Rosh means Resh, the head. The letter Resh in Hebrew means the head. So Rosh Hashanah means the start of the year. That's the start of their secular year. Aries, Rama, that's the start of their sacred year. They work in tandem. All of these, especially the Jews and the Christians, the Judeo-Christians. Yeah, it's not the Islamo-Judeo-Christians. Didn't Abraham have 3? Monotheistic churches. I wonder why it's not the Islamo-Judeo-Christian. Anyway, I don't have much time, so I'm going to sort of If you've got more questions, I'm
I
gonna.
do. I wanted to touch on the clock.
Yeah.
You said that something happened. What was the clock that happened on the 23rd? You said something about, look at your note. You said something about a clock. Was it doomsday clock or something like that? What did you say? Happened on the 23rd of September? You read it on your phone. Look on your phone. The list of events that happened. Because I was telling the viewers.
Yes. Okay. The dead clock.
The dead clock. Okay.
Right. The clock, guys. The Greeks own the clock. They took us. They took my channel. They took that live down and gave me my second strike. And they're warning me that any more going against their communist guidelines. Sorry.
Community.
That was
Communist.
community guidelines. My content will be removed. Yeah, go ahead and do so, YouTube. I've already warned you what's going to happen to YouTube when you do such a thing. Okay, the greatest truth channel in history, Mr. Astrotheology, and you're going to take it down, and you will go down in history. That will be one of the greatest judgments that will go against you when you are beheaded.
Yeah, and I was telling them that out of all the shit that you've exposed over the past week, and I mean, you've exposed some huge shit. You've talked about Elon Musk. You guys check out these videos. He's exposed Elon Musk sending his sports car to space. He exposed Mark Zuckerberg. He exposed Donald Trump. He exposed Hillary Clinton. He exposed the Rothschilds. He exposed everybody. And he used all kinds of colorful vocabulary. But as soon as we started to talk about time, that's when they gave him a strike. So Santos, before you go, if you could briefly tell everybody how we have been enslaved by time, that would be
okay. So me being Aries would be the best person to break your illusions of time and to free you from the god of time, Kronos, Satan, the god of this world. You need to lose time. You see, Aries, why would an Arian be the best person to tell you about time? Well, the ram, you see, Sam the ram, they happen to be impatient, impetuous, what's the other word? Hang on a minute.
no worries. Take your time. Santos is full of so much information, and now he's short on time, and we're talking about time, right?
Okay. Aries, impatient, impetuous, impulsive. We hate time. I was like you at school. I was always looking at the clock. Tick tock, tick tock.
Yes.
Hey, all you guys on TikTok. Yeah. Okay. You'll wake up one day. Okay. So you see, everybody believes in this time thing. You see, it's the God of the world. That's the T, the crucifixion. Jesus was crucified on time. It's all about time. What killed Jesus? The cross. The T, time. See, Chronos, time, he makes his children and then he eats them. He's the Grim Reaper. He knocks on your door the night before you die and he says, I'm taking you away. And you're like, some people expect it, they know it's coming, and some people are shocked, and that's it. And the next day they're dead, they're gone. And he has the sickle in his hand, the rings of Satan. Satan is the god of death, the god of this world. And people are worshipping him because they worship time. There is only the forever now. The past, what is it? The future?
Right.
Tell me what it is. You tell me what's going to happen tomorrow. Come on.
Right.
Anybody? Hello? Anybody? Just can you tell me exactly what clairvoyantly, not by channeling, but through your pineal gland, what you can see exactly is going to happen tomorrow? Okay? If you can do that, why don't you just do that every day on your channel? Because it doesn't exist. No one knows. No one the fuck knows. And Jesus said, I don't know the fucking hour. Only my Father in heaven knows the day. So
Mm-hmm.
Jesus knows pretty much fucking diddly squat, doesn't he?
Because time is controlling everything. And if everybody remembers Alice, when she went down and followed the white rabbit down the rabbit hole, what was the rabbit running around with the entire time? The clock. He was worried about being late. I'm going to be late. I'm going to be late. We have to hurry up. We have to hurry up. So, I mean, this whole reality that you believe is life is a complete psyop. And you need to understand how to play the game, because you are a part of a fucked up movie and a fucked up video game. And we're trying to get you guys conscious enough to be aware. And I was also letting them know that the most valuable currency on the planet is our attention. That's why we have to pay it. And that is why they count on us to put our attention on these horrible things that they put on the news, put on the internet, so we can manifest it, so it knocks right on our door. And I'm trying to explain to them the laws of attraction and how it has a duality. And you can think about beautiful, positive things, and then you'll be blessed with that beautiful, positive energy back. But if you're manifesting a bunch of negative, fucked up shit, we'll say hello to hell. So that's where I'm trying to get humanity to get a balance.
Yeah. So we impulsive Aryans, that's pretty much the negative side of Aries.
Mm-hmm.
But they do take the lead. They are shepherds. They love to shepherd the flock. Not like the wolves, the false prophets, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what's going on now in the world is that the veil has been lifted by the gods, by God and the gods. By the way, Christians, we monotheism is okay. So there is a source God, and then that God refracts or expands or emanates into other gods, like Archangel Michael, Seraphim, Cherubim. They used to be known as the gods. Oh, if you didn't believe that, read Psalms. I think it's 86, where Jesus said, "Did even Peter quoted it? Saint Peter in his epistle said, didn't the Christ say that ye are gods? Doesn't your pastor teach you that you are sons of God, sons and daughters of God? You've never heard that before?
Right.
I've heard it all my life.
Mm-hmm.
So why should I pretend to be less than that? Why should I pretend to be stupid? And why should I participate in the lies of Satan and devote myself to a false God who promises to give you everything, and you commit crimes for him, like Judas, and he will betray you and you will be eternally damned? You have only one choice. You've been checkmated. Repent, or the wrath of God will come upon you. And it's already here. It is already here. It's coming out of my mouth.
Couldn't agree with you more. I couldn't agree with you more. And that's all I'm trying to get people to understand, that the time is now. The time is now. And it has nothing to do with picking Israel or Palestine or anything like that. That is not the actual true choices here. And that's what people believe the choices are. And though that is not the big choice, And we all need to be paying attention to Saturday, October 14th. Santos let us know that it is going to be a solar eclipse. And that is when we're going to see some real shit happen. So, Santos, if you have anything that you would like to share, anything that you need the world to know right now, what would that be?
Yeah, don't buy into time. Time is Satan via Kronos, via Saturn, via Satan. It's simple. Saturn and the cross. Where did Jesus die? He died on the T of time. Okay, if 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 the ruling elite tell you in their officialdom, modern science, that the human life expectancy or longevity is 81 for women and 79 for men, or whatever. Well, people are going to die around those years
Mm-hmm.
because that's it's expected, right?
Mm-hmm.
They give you,
Mm-hmm.
they certainly do give you the right diet to die real quick, because
Yes.
people are getting really, really obese and sick and awful. The obesity is just like, it's a disease.
It is.
It's a disease, and that's why they have to laugh at vegans like me.
Mm-hmm.
Have to, I don't care about being. I could do bodybuilding, and in 2 months I'd look like one of these jackass, bodybuilders that think they look sexy somehow because they're
I know.
muscle bound. It's like,
You mute. You're muted. You're muted.
yeah, it's like, yeah, I know I look like a muscle bound gorilla and a wombat, but some retarded girls actually like men that look like this, Ooh, and they take steroids and
I know.
poison their livers.
I know. I know. I know. And listen, just look at all the shit that they were able to feed everybody while they had you locked in the house. Like they had characters like Liver King, Andrew Tate. Who was another person that they had circulating at that time when they had you locked in the house? It was such pandemonium going on. And you see what they've done to all the implants. Boop, we're done with you. Boop, you're over. Liver King, done. Andrew Tate, done. Russell Brand, done. All of these people, done. They're done. And that's what I'm trying to tell them. Like, listen, you keep thinking that these people are cool and they're over there drinking the same cup of blood. They're doing the same shit. So, all you people with these false idols, these B-rated actors, they don't even know you exist. All they're doing is absorbing all of your energy, all of your attention. That's all they're required to do. And you give them your consent when you participate in this crazy shit. When you participate in propagating murder, how are you any different? The reason that Santos doesn't eat meat is because he says that thou shalt not murder. That includes fucking animals. It's not hard. It's not hard to wrap that around your head. We're not supposed to be killing each other. We're not supposed to be slaughtering animals. We're not supposed to be doing any of these things. This is not what the intended purposes were.
Yes, this is why there is a vicious campaign against vegans. The vegans are outdoing all others, flesh eaters, in sports now, and they're proving it. But in the media, this has not been reported, of course.
No.
The reason is because they want humans to traffic and exploit animals by hoarding their rotting corpses in their freezers. You see, all of these citizens and people and Christians and good people, they're all trafficking animals in abattoirs and little lambs and all kinds of little animals, nice and tender, nice, blood blood addicts and blood guilty murderers. And the reason why they get humans to do that is so that they can eat your children, because you eat God's children with blood and a fully developed cerebrospinal nervous system, which animals have, not plants. They don't have blood. They don't have a nervous system. They're not autonomous. A capsicum, an apple can't decide that it's just going to jump off the tree and grow on the ground. It has to stay connected to the tree.
Mm-hmm. So do you believe in waiting until the fruit drops down to the ground?
Sorry?
Do you believe that the fruit should fall down to the ground before we take it? When it's
Well, it should be right. Yeah, it depends. Sometimes the body doesn't always need sweet. I mean, see, there are 7 tastes. You know, there's sweet, sour, bitter, salt. You know the ones.
savory, all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
No, not savory. Pungent, astringent, salt, sweet, sour, and bitter. Okay. So people, when I was growing up, I used to eat apples that were very, very small, green, and they're not red yet. I used to eat those.
Wow.
And I used to eat a lot of bitter and very sour plums, lots of them. And they used to give me energy. The people used to say, "You'll get us." I used to eat them by the bucket loads. You know, just the red. Gulp. I love those, and I never used to eat them sweet. I never ever ate those plums sweet. I was into the sour, right? So, this is why modern day people are being kept sick, because everything they eat is Krispy Kreme sweet or Kentucky Fried Chicken fat, oily, and really, really bad oils, poisonous, toxic, provably. And the chickens are all full of hormones, and all the animals now, they're all being vaccinated. Where are you going to get something organic anyway if you're going to have an animal? Forget about it. It doesn't exist. So sweet, no, not fatty. What am I talking about?
You were talking about the oils and stuff that are in the chickens and fowl and stuff.
Yeah. No, sorry. It's people are addicted to what is sweet and what is salty. So they use what's called table salt, which is only 2 elements, sodium and chloride, isn't it? Yes, it is. Those two. That's what table salt is. Just those. Treated it with aluminium so that it flows nicely. It's nice to have nice flowing aluminium to sort of spray all over your food. Yeah, interesting. Very clever. Oh, and of course, everyone knows that sodium or chloride on their own are poisonous and can kill you, and especially if they've been treated with the heat of table salt, which puts little sharp serrated edges on the crystal of the salt. And that's why people get cholesterol, because their blood is full of salt, sodium and chloride, their little razor blades just flowing through their bodies. So that's why they go for salt and sweet out of the 7 tastes, right? So rather than telling them about salts which have all the minerals in them, like Celtic sea salt or Rene Quinton bioplasma, which is ocean water happens to be exactly the same chemically, same constituents, same elements, exactly the same as, wouldn't you know it, human blood. It's just that blood happens to have a color to it, and the sea water doesn't. But you're swimming.
I didn't know that.
You're swimming in plasma blood. I drink 60 ounces of that ocean blood every day.
Wow. I
Yeah.
remember when I was down there in Puerto Morelos, we went to visit the people that owned the rental that Christian and them was staying in, and they had made us some orange juice, but they made the orange juice with seawater. And I'd never had anything like that before. And I gotta tell you, it was something to it's an acquired taste, let's just say that.
Yeah.
I drank it.
Yeah, sometimes like the taste of it is a bit strong. But it is something that you must do, because what happens is, um, if you don't do this, you won't balance out all the minerals in your body. Aged urine does exactly the same thing, even stronger. But this is how Rene Quinton in the 19th or 20th century healed a lot of French uh, people from the plague. Everyone was dying in France. There was terrible plague at the time of Rene Quinton, and he just discovered just years earlier that he was curing all of his patients with just about, I don't know, how many liters or what ounces of ocean water intravenously. So this is why the ocean water's been polluted for a start, and why they tell you should never drink the ocean water, because
Yeah.
you'll get dehydrated.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. You must. You need those minerals. You need fresh blood every day. Every day. Fresh blood. Bioplasma, it's called. Panacos is the best company. Panacos have the best ocean water to drink. It was in my video that I did on my YouTube
I
channel
remember.
called How to Be Healthy Made Easy, or something like that.
Yeah, I remember you showing that big container that you drink every day. And you know, this reminds me of scurvy. You know, like they lost the cure for scurvy like 4 times in history, and it was just vitamin C. It was just vitamin C, but somehow they kept forgetting what cured scurvy. And this sounds very similar to them just just somehow not letting us know how important vitamin C was. So you guys, you're gonna have to get yourself some seawater. And I will tell you, it can take some getting used to, but I totally understand the mineral aspect of it. I get it. I get it. Yeah, man. So
Okay.
yeah, you just whatever you want to share, or if you gotta go, you just let me know. You know, I'm here. You know, I'm acting like time doesn't exist.
Yeah, well, I'm going to go because I've got a new cleaner who's coming right about in 5 minutes. So I'd rather wind it up, but I just want to finish with about time. Don't
Please.
buy it, guys, in terms of law either. When they tell you that you're summoned to court on November the 15th, 11:30, it doesn't exist. It's ask them what calendar are they using. You know, if you have to go to court, I would be asking them about the time element of court proceedings. Ask them how significant and how much influence is time having on this court case. Because if time has no influence at all on the court case, then you don't have to go to court on the 21st at 11:30, because time is Satan, and you're worshiping Satan if you turn up on time. Or you have to turn up on time. Here, the Indians, they do things in Indian time. What's it called? The Hawaiian time. What's the
The island time.
island time? Okay.
I was talking about that. Yeah.
Yeah. So they don't here in Mexico even they don't turn up at 1:30 when you're in a hurry to go to something important.
Mm-mm.
You know what they say? I love this expression that they have. Ahorita. Okay,
What's that
so
mean?
it means nowish. See,
Nowish.
ahora, that means now. When you say ahorita, little one, see, the ita means little now, like a tricky now. I could be coming in 5 minutes, or I could be coming in 5 hours, or I could be coming in fucking 5 days. You see? So time, um, island time. See, the islanders, they didn't have to go to work. Oh, it's 6 o'clock. I better abandon my children and go to a job just over broke. It doesn't exist. Okay, guys, lose time and stop worshipping Kronos and the crown and all you people who work for the crown. You're working for time. Fuck time. It's the forever now. Okay? And Soros and Bill Clinton, you're not invited.
Hell
We
no.
you pedivores in the forever now. We are casting you out on the wrong timeline, with the goats. Goats on the left, said Jesus, are to eternal damnation, and the lambs, Aries, Santos Bonacci, yeah, will always be on the right-hand path, to righteously on the right-hand path, dexterously, and checkmating and trumping everybody. And all the lies of Satan that have ever been perpetrated on God's beautiful earth. Okay, my beautiful sister, you're a warrior and Santana, and you are part of the Let's Do It revolution. And call out to me, guys, and let me know, what how you feel about it. It doesn't have to be, some organisation that gathers, and it can be online. Perhaps we can make our own platform. Any people, any rich or any wealthy people out there who love the truth and want to save humanity and know that we can do it, we can do it, and have money to be able to make a platform so we can all get together, maybe online, and then provide evidence like I've done for the last 12 and a half years on my channel, of all the things that I've supported and backed and taught and spoken of. Okay, so God,
Okay. Before you go, Santos, real fast, just tell everybody why you need to know that the earth is flat. Everybody wants to know.
yeah, well, when we say flat, that is probably the worst way to call our Earth. It's listen carefully to the word planet. Okay, use your intelligence. Remove the T from the word planet. We always say we live on a planet. Well, planet is French for it's a when you put the T on the end of it, it makes it like little Earth. Oh, sorry, little level Earth. That's what planet means. Plain terra firma, meaning it doesn't move. If you don't know where you live, people, if you really don't know the model, I've taught the model. It's an atomic model. Our solar system is an atomic model. It is atom. All is atom. All is atoms. But atoms are torus fields. Energy, vibration, frequency. That's all it is. That's all it is. But we have to not raise our frequency nor lower our frequency. It depends. I mean, if you're going to sing a song, raising your frequency is going to be pointless. Screaming all fucking through the whole song. You have to raise your frequency and lower your frequency. So when people say raise your frequency, of what? Because I would rather lower the frequency of my heartbeat and my breath. I don't want to raise the frequency of my heartbeat nor
No.
breath, because I want to live long. I want
So
to
we
raise
want
the
to be in
frequency of
tune.
certain spiritual um, mind factors in this logical and artistic brain. So we want to have access to that by knowledge. You will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. And all the truth you need to know is on my channel. And whether you believe it or not, or whether you watch my videos or not, it doesn't matter. It's done. It's a done deal. It's in history. One day it will be the encyclopedia of syncretism and truth, and it will be the model, uh, far better than Plato's Republic, far better than the Republic of the United States of America and the Constitution. It will be the real one. It will be the real deal. Yeah, it will. It will. The whole world will acknowledge and honor this system, and it will give them unlimited powers. But you have to acquire your unlimited power through goodness. You cannot do it by doing things like, it is not good to be a drunk. It is not good to be a glutton. You cannot be addicted to anything, guys. Really. Not even sex. I mean, some people need sex every day. Some people only once a week. Everyone's different. If you need it every day, that's fine. But what sort of sex are you having? Is it, like in Australia, we used to call the naughty ones the naughty sex. We used to call it having a quickie in the back seat of the car, I don't know about you Americans.
Yeah, we say quickie.
Yeah, let's
A
have a
little-
quick, right?
yeah.
Well, you see, all of that is you're just wasting lustful energy. You're not giving love to your partner. You're not making love, guys. You know, uh,
Yeah.
the reason why male and man and woman come together is because the woman needs to activate her twin flame, and he needs to activate her twin flame. We need each other. Man needs woman. Man and woman together raise the kundalini up Jacob's ladder and raise the chrism, but not ejaculation sex, injaculation sex. So again, you see, that's why boys go to seminaries to learn to become priests. That you have to know about semen at the seminary.
Mm.
Yeah, it's all, there's many aspects to all of self-empowerment. And the more you practice the good things like veganism and white tantra, it's called white tantra. Um, the more you practice, all the good things, barefoot walking, sun gazing, which I do every day. I can't see the sunrise. There's mountains, but over there in the west, the sun is rising, and I always bow and give honor to Shamesh, the servant. So, all of these things are a part of syncretism, and how to outlive this and be a David and slay Goliath in your life, whether it's literal. Sometimes we have to kill someone. We do, you
No,
know.
it happens. It definitely happens. You never know what life is going to bring you, and I definitely believe that you have the right to defend your existence for life. So if it comes to a place where that happens, these things happen. It's the senseless savagery that I know is not righteous. So with that said, Santos, thank you so much for coming here. You guys heard it. If you guys are interested in being in his movement, the Let's Do It Revolution, leave a comment. You can DM me. You can also leave comments on the Rebel channel. You can also leave. No, I don't think you can leave comments on your page. Is there some place that they should reach you, Santos?
Yeah, look on Facebook, Santos Bonacci, Universal Truth School. I prefer WhatsApp or Skype.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you guys, if you're interested and you know anyone that wants to help with this movement and making sure that the truth is public, we're going to have to do this independently. We cannot rely on a system to do it. Reach out to us. I will get the information to Santos if you don't get it directly to him. And much, much love and peace and blessings to you, brother. I mean, you know we love you. And let's do this again.
Yeah, and sister, build the building, and the people will come. So the building, the Ark of Noah, the Let's Do It revolution. Otherwise, we know what they're going to try and do to us, and they won't.
Yeah.
We won't let them. So there's no leader in this movement, but Source Creator, and Jesus, and the Christ. You see, God appoints you, but Christ anoints you. You've already been appointed to be unlimited in power through goodness, and you've already been anointed to know who you are, that you are the Christ, you are the Son of God, and the daughter of God. And please don't have any fear ever, 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 ever. And don't ever doubt that you are unlimited in power, because whatever you know and believe is what you will be. And Jesus said, you will do greater things than I, and he resurrected dead people.
Yep.
Okay, so that's what we're doing. We're resurrecting the dead because they're sleeping.
Yes.
Okay. Love you all.
All right. Later.
Tomorrow I'll probably be doing a live on my Facebook because I've been banned on YouTube for about 10 more days.
Yeah.
Second strike. Yeah, the second strike.
Mm-hmm.
They know karma's coming for them. They know. Shut me down. Actually,
Absolutely. All right, guys. So follow him, Santos Bonacci.
you can do us a favor and bring it on so that your house of cards falls quicker. So with that said, take care, guys. Much love.
Much
Sorry.
love to you.
I'm doing a live tomorrow on Facebook because I can't
Right.
on YouTube with Jason James from Ireland. This guy is going to be another leader. Well, not a leader, but because there's no leaders. It's just let's do it. Okay.
Oh, hell yeah. I want to see that because I've talked to quite a few people from Ireland and they're telling me what's going on over there. And it's crazy what's going on over there, man. Crazy. All right. Everybody tune in on Santos's Facebook Live tomorrow. Yeah, you got any time? Anytime? Time that they can do it?
No time.
Okay. All right. Well, follow him and you'll get the notification when he goes live. All right, Santos, you get to what you got to do, man. Thanks.
Thanks, sister. Take care.
All right, you too. Bye-bye. All right. Well, he literally talked on so much of the points that I had already been talking about in regards to time, in regards to our manifestations, and you have the power. You are far more important than you can imagine. Far more important. That's why they're literally trying to eliminate you. So if you liked what you heard today and you want to hear more, just leave comments. Follow Santos on Facebook. He also has a YouTube page, Mr. Astrology on YouTube. He's banned right now, but in 2 weeks he'll be back up. Maybe he'll be able to do one more video before they completely kick him off. Because I think you can only get 3 strikes on YouTube and then you're done. He's on his 2nd strike. And pay attention to the clock. I want you guys to pay attention to something. March 13th, 2020 was the day that the entire world all agreed they were going to shut everything down for COVID, for the pandemic. There was only one country who did not, and that was Greece. Greece not only did not go along with the rest of the world, but they actually held a ceremony when they appointed the first female president to their Hellenic parliament. Now, this is why this is important. Because the people who own the clock, who are the Greeks, because we are going off of time from them, they were the only ones who did not do what the rest of the world did. And it was that important to put a woman in power for the very first time into their Hellenic parliament. So I want you to consider that. I want everybody to put their eyes on Greece. I do not have all of the answers. I need help. I need you guys to look. That's why I'm not on here just talking shit and trying to act like I'm smart. It would be great to have some assistance in this so I can have some more eyes and ears to pay attention to what's going on. Because if we can eliminate the clock from our life, then we can actually live a life. And with that said, I wish everybody nothing but good health, peace and blessings. Stay hydrated. And we can't do anything about yesterday. The only thing that we can do is make all the changes today so tomorrow can be beautiful. And that's why my name is Today. Have a good day, y'all.